Episode 6, mate. Now I see I've got some more wrestling fans subbing to me, and I'm not sure why. That wrestling video, you know, I throw you a bone every now and then with that, but odds are you aren't going to like what I'm saying because I'll be shitting on your product that you still love, that I used to love and be entertained by. But yeah, it is what it is. So this ain't for you, wrestling fans. So, you know, give it a dislike and, you know, close the video. I really don't care. Now, for the rest of y'all, time for some vlogs. Time to talk about local shit that really fucking gets under my skin. I'm going to be swearing a lot in this video, and I'm going to try my best to not get too upset because, fuck, it's stressful living here. Sometimes it's stressful living here. It's not too bad. First order of business. I see that when I was having my breakfast, they were discussing on the television with a panel of so-called experts, all from university, who's gone through school and gone to university and done their academic studies and then become experts, go on the radio and tell the world how everything should be run, when in reality they've never worked a day in their lives, and I don't respect them at all. But hey, we need them. We need people like Al Gillespie with his little fucking voice to come on the radio. Yes, currently the political political anarchy in the Middle East, the United States, blah blah blah. Fuck off, okay, Al Gillespie, fuck off, you hack. All right, that's not even like that bad. The bad ones, they're the worst ones, who claim, the people who claim to represent a majority, who claim that their opinion is better, that they claim that they're on a moral, they claim the moral high ground. They claim that they care about, they have morals, and they care about things like child poverty, and that they really do put themselves on a pedestal above anyone else. And if you don't absolutely go along with that view that they have, then you're a John Key fan. Well, or you're a right-wing conservative pig, or something like that. These morally superior people who are all great people, who want to help the children, who want to fucking save the world, and they are the nastiest, most hypocritical fucking people I have ever seen in my life. These are Kiwis. I'm talking about Kiwis. This is the political scene in my country. Do you know why the vote on the left is so fucking low? It is lucky it is not first past the post, because National would have got like an 80% majority, which is bad. You're polling at like 20, you got 25% at the 24% at the election. Okay, that's the highest Liberal Party, got 24%. National got 48%. And if it wasn't for those assholes I talked about in my last vlog, those disaffected Kiwi, selfish fucking Kiwis who live overseas, who don't want to be in this country anymore, who have moved on, but want to change my government in my country, if it wasn't for them, the National Party would have ruled on their own, which would have been bad. I am no fan of the National Party. I'm not a fan of John Key. He is not right-wing. He is a socialist. Okay, he's a banker. Yep. He was a banker. Don't think much of him. He's a politician. Now, the green element in this country is out of control. You people are over the top. You are over the fucking line big time on social media. Some of the things you greenies say to people online, if you said that to people, like to their faces, they would fucking like beat the shit out of you. They would beat you within an inch of your life. Like, seriously, like some of you people haven't learned like the point, like you don't say certain things because you get smacked in the face. I learned that when I was a teenager, to control my mouth a little bit. Now I'm running in a bit here, but my channel. Freedom of speech, baby. Now, I have no problem with you being a greenie, a liberal, or a lefty, or a conservative, a right-wing dog for the ACT Party, who I have contempt for. But that's the great thing about New Zealand. You're allowed to have that opinion, because one of my best friends is a rabid greenie, but he's not a nutter. He's not a fucking nut job like some of you people on there. I did this. All I did was point out the hypocrisy of a yearly conference by the United Nations, flying people all over the world in planes to meet in a luxurious city like Paris, to stay in a 5-star hotel, to get paid millions of dollars to tell the Western world, particularly Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Germany, France, all through Europe. I said the USA. Yep. The middle and lower class of those countries I named are just that. All that happens is they get taxed. That's all that happens with these fucking conferences. I pointed out the hypocrisy of flying all over the world in a plane to do that, to talk about emissions from fossil fuel burning. And what burns the most fossil fuel? Oh, a big ass fucking plane. Big ass fucking plane. And yes, that includes the politicians, John Key, Barack Obama, that fucking that rabid looking dog who runs Germany. Every one of them. Okay? But no, rather than address that, you'd rather come at me personally and make a whole lot of incorrect assumptions, which is always hilarious. But you're dogs, and I will never vote for the left in this country. You're not worth it. You're not worth my vote. That's why people aren't voting. And boy, before the 2014 election, did all the know-alls, all the liberal fucking university lecturers, all the fucking liberal experts on social media, on fucking radio, on television, they're disenfranchised left voters. They would vote for Labour. They would vote for the Greens. Yeah, and did you know what? More people did vote at the last election, but they voted for the right-wing parties. They didn't vote for you pieces of shit, because you have no right to run the country with no ideas. What the fuck? I do not want a nutter, an absolute nutter like Materia Ture, a beneficiary who's never worked a day in her life, going on about child poverty. I would never want her in a cabinet position making decisions about the country. She's not fit. The Greens aren't fit. They're a joke. Like, I did not vote in the last election because I'm not interested. I do not feel represented by John Key, by the national government, by the ACT Party, by the Maori Party, by the Mana Party, by the fucking Greens, by New Zealand First, or by the Labour Party, which I probably already said. I don't feel that way. So the fact that you tried to speak for me and others like me, you deserve that raping you got at the election. It was a shock, wasn't it? It was so funny. And I didn't realize how many conservative people actually are on Facebook, because when you tried to come out and complain about it, boy, did you got what you give to others. You got shouted down. You got group attacked, and you got personally attacked, and you deserved every bit of it. I enjoyed that. I actually opened up a damn beer and had one while laughing at you guys getting owned and coming up with your excuses of why you lost. You lost because you have no ideas. You lost because of your hypocrisy. You lost because you wanted to help Kim.com. Kim.com is a billionaire criminal who is using his money to buy political influence in this country to avoid extradition to the United States. Fact. Fact. Not a debate. That is a fact. And the fact that he got so ass hurt that the Prime Minister was smart enough to stay the fuck away from him. It's just, so you want to get rid of a banker who apparently has no morals, is this evil man, right? But you want to save this billionaire German criminal who is trying to buy political influence to avoid extradition to the United States. I mean, that's fact. I should have voted in that last election. I should have voted for the government. I'm going to vote for the government in the next election because I want to see the tears. I want to see the pain, and I want to see the crying from the left. You people make me sick. You make me sick. Same people complaining about the Christchurch rebuild. The same uninformed people. You say a lot of shit about people in America how they're hicks, they're hillbillies, they don't have passports, they'll never leave their country. But neither will, like, most of you. You'll never be able to afford it. It wouldn't matter how much we paid you because you just can't take responsibility for your life. So you got to blame someone. You got to blame the government. You got to blame someone else. It's their fault. And really, you hate John Key deep down because he's a millionaire. Multi-millionaire. That makes you seethe with jealousy. And it's just fucking hilarious. Because most people could see through that shit that you're doing. We can see through it. I can see through. You see, 3 politicians from the Labour Party on the left who lost their seats or lost a substantial amount of their vote. Clayton Cosgrove lost his seat. He was the MP for Waimakariri for, I don't know, 5 straight elections. Lost it in 2011. Why? Because he was an asshole. He came on the radio and said nothing was being done fast enough. Now, when the government and EQC, the government are criminals. They are guilty. And when the EQC scandals come out, it will expose that. However, it would not have been any different with the other clowns running the show. And what they would want to do is increase bureaucracy and then have an inquiry and pay themselves billions of dollars to do so. You gullible cunts on the left. You're so gullible. It's sickening. So anyone who says the Christchurch rebuild is not progressing fast enough, you clearly have not been informed about what really happened here. Or you just simply don't care. You're just playing politics with it. And in which case you're a piece of shit and you deserve to fucking die. Seriously, if you're going to play politics of my city and my fucking natural disaster, not mine, our natural disaster, which destroyed a lot of people's lives, killed people, then fuck you, and you deserve to choke. I was giving it back to them. I sound crazy, but I'm giving it back. I've had enough. For example, one thing that needed to happen after the Christchurch earthquake, which was 26,000 buildings to be demolished in the central business district. 80% of the central business district had to be demolished, and that took 18 months. And the shaking didn't stop for over 18 months, still getting magnitude 6 at shallow depth, doing more damage. The horizontal infrastructure, for you liberals out there who go to university, that is the sewer and water mains. Just the mains. 350 kilometers of sewer to be replaced. Just the mains. That's not including the branches off into properties, which all need to be replaced too. So that's enough to build a sewer line straight from Christchurch all the way to Dunedin. Way down the South Island. But that can't be done in 5 years, you fucking morons. You uninformed morons. Politicizing the earthquake. You make me sick. Like, do you think that this was going to be done at the snap of a finger? Like I said, you don't understand what you're talking about. I hope that the left in this country get a heavier defeat than the last election in 2017, because they deserve it for having no ideas, for being dogs about the earthquakes, for being nasty, hypocritical, psychotic motherfuckers who tell lies like claiming to represent a majority. No, 48% is not a majority, but it's a higher majority than 32 or 21 or 11. So deal with it. It's the system. It kept Helen Clark in power and it was all fair then. It was all fair then, wasn't it? But now your team's losing. Oh, no. See, me, I'm not tribal. I'm not a Labourite. I'm not a National Party fan. Like I said, I'm one of the 1 million voters in this country who do not believe in our system. And none of you cunts out there represent us. You do not represent our voice. You do not speak for me. And I hope the New Zealand flag changes. I hope that piece of shit Union Jack gets off my country's flag and is gone. Oh, the soldiers who are all buried under ferns. And that flag only came in 1908. Okay? It's only 107 years old. And, you know, here's the thing about you people who are complaining about the flag changing. First, the RSA saying that they died for that flag. Well, actually, no, the soldiers went to war and died so we could have a freedom to have a choice, not so you can use their deaths as a way to get your way, your view, and your opinion. Okay, and people who say we're sheep for buying into it. Well, actually, I would be the definition of a sheep as if all I did was follow what you say and listen to what you say. So take a look in the mirror, because I think I know where the sheep is. Just look in the mirror and you'll see it. Anything else I want to talk about? It's just mainly local stuff, sorry. Local fucking retards. And the driving. What is with the driving in this city? Why the fuck can't anyone do the speed limit? I don't want to speed. I just want to do the speed limit. And like, what's the, like, everyone moving out to the west because the east got raped up the ass by the earthquakes. Now it's just like a rush hour every couple of hours. It's just so stressful. But yeah. Anything else? Just trying to remember. There's just something else I wanted to mention. I don't know. Fuck the Green Party, Aotearoa. Fuck the New Zealand Labour Party. Fuck the New Zealand National Party. Fuck the entire New Zealand political scene. It's a joke. But I will vote for this current government at the next election, just so hopefully it helps them get back in, so I can see more crying and raging from the left, because they take it way worse than the other side do. I remember when National got defeated in 2005 by 2 seats, 2-seat majority to the government, the Labour government in those days, and wasn't anywhere near the tears that you see today, the excuses or the rage. You people are haters. Your emotion, you're driven by emotion and you're manipulated by emotion. And that is fucking hilarious. Hilarious, Maggle. All right? You're lucky you live in New Zealand, cunts. You really are. You are fucking lucky. In fact, you should thank God every night before you go to bed that you live in New Zealand. That's good. That's enough. That's enough complaining about these fucking people. Enjoy your life, everyone. And thank you for taking time to watch this video. Thank you for making it part of your day. And if you don't agree, if you're a New Zealander watching this video and you're a lefty, you're a proud Labourite, proud greenie, then come the fuck at me. I mean it. Come at me in the comment sections. Try and, instead of attacking me personally, which I know you will, try and address the global warming summit, the arguments I brought up there. Try and address that. Try and actually address the fact that you have no policy. Try and address that. I bet you can't do it. Actually, I've got one more story about these liberals, these toxic fucking people. And this is really worrying. New Zealand, see, the political parties in New Zealand have young parties with teenagers in it, right? And they want to be politicians. Good on them. Good on them. They want to do it. They're getting out there and they're trying. But the New Zealand Young Labour Party was against the government Secret Service spy bill, right? Security Bureau. And the Sky City Casino deal in 2012 or 13. Now, all I did was say, excuse me, Young Labour, you kids clearly don't know. You're clearly misinformed, because the Labour government led by Helen Clark in 2001 did the exact same deal for a new convention centre with Sky City, like the exact same deal you claim to be against. The very same politicians who marched against the GCSB spy bill, people like Phil Goff, people like fucking Winston Peters, although I will give Winston Peters credit, actually, he did vote against that bill in 2002. Because everyone was fueled by 9/11 then. And you had no problem with it. I brought that up. I said 2002 GCSB spy bill was brought in by Helen Clark's Labour-led government. It's true. Just like the Sky City deal. It's true. Just like they sold off the railways and telecom in 1999. It's true. They did that. David Lange and the Labour government sold off fuckloads of our assets, just like John Key has sold off our assets. They're the same beast. They're the same. So that's why I pointed it out to these young Labourites. I said, look, mate, you guys created these two bills that you're apparently marching against. Don't you think you look a bit stupid to anyone with a memory, you know? And what happened? They did not respond to me. What happened instead is one of their mothers, I assume, attacked me on a personal level about my name. And in a big paragraph, didn't address anything. It was just all personal hate. And, oh, wait till next year. What you got a record defeat at, bitch. How did that feel to get the lowest vote turnout for your party in 100 years? Pretty shit, isn't it? I thought of you on election night. But yeah, like, she didn't address anything, and that's an adult. I checked out her profile. She is a university lecturer at Waikato University. That is worrying that these fucking people have a grip and an influence over young minds. That is scary. But thank God I live here, and thank God you're allowed that opinion. As much as I hate it and dislike it, I dislike your behavior more than anything. So everyone who watched this video and listened to this little extra bit, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking time out of your day. And like I said, greenies, come the fuck at me in the comment section. Debate me. I bet you can't. I wouldn't bet my KiwiSaver that you can't, because that's not government guaranteed. We all know where that one's going. But, you know, like I said, fuck the government, but fuck the opposition, and fuck their supporters even more. You got 2 more years of John Key, boy. Deal with it.